Day of the Girl. It's International Day of the Girl Child. Are you as excited as I am? I'm very excited to be part of this, and I'm very excited about the things we're going to learn today and how that we're going to empower more girls to even be more safe in this digital world. All right, so right about now, I will be I'll be inviting Dr. Grace. I'll be inviting Dr. Grace right about now for our opening remark. We can have you, ma.
All right, thank you, Koinsola. I want to say good morning. Yeah, I believe it's still morning over there in Nigeria to everyone, all our participants and all our speakers and friends who are on call for this program. Yeah, like it's our annual program that we have most of our participants also who usually connect all the time. We want to say welcome to you, want to say good morning, probably your time zone is different. Good afternoon or good evening. So you're welcome to this special occasion again. Yeah, I think for like past 3, 4 years now, we've been holding this consistently. I want to thank God first and foremost for that, for the gift of life He has given unto us and how He has been using this program to impart us in one way or the other. So, and I believe that God is going to do something new today, something interesting. You're going to be inspired and interesting enough. It's not going to be just the speakers. We have the students also is going to render their presentation. And I believe that at the end of the program, you're going to really get inspired and you're going to go back with something tangible and you'll be happy that you are celebrating the Girl Shy Day today. So on behalf of the pioneer of Tech Girls, which is Dr. Ronkel, Sapere, and the board member of Success Women Foundation, which I'm representing them. I want to say welcome again to everyone and to our participants, to all our schools that are present already. I want to acknowledge our partners this year as well, Ibadan Grammar School, Old School Association from the North American branch. And also, as we know that the program is hosted in our partner school at Ibadan Grammar School. We appreciate the principal and all the schools, all the member of the committee who are putting this program together on site. And we also want to appreciate all the Deeper Life High School campuses who have always been present in our program and other schools as well present in this occasion today. I want to welcome our speakers, Ms. Omolola Hesse Ifeoma and Mrs. Olawumi Oluwafumiloye, and also Ms. Wonderful Osalo. I want to appreciate you all for your time, for taking time to be with us. Like we all know, today is International Day Girl Child, International Day of the Girl Child. And we're happy to celebrate it again. We know it's all about the awareness of celebrating our girls and to realize that we are valuable, we are still unstoppable, and that is why we are here again to celebrate all of you. So I won't take much of our time. We know the theme for this year is digital safety in girls' world, and we're going to learn a lot about this theme today, which, like I said, I believe when you're living, you're going to be fully imparted. You have the tools that it takes to stay safe on there online or wherever digital, we are in a digital driven world now. So you're going to be equipped for you to stay safe. Safety is for everyone anyway in this generation, but especially for you as a girl, this is very important. So yeah, I will not take much time again. I yield the floor now to the moderator to continue on the program. And I want to say happy International Day of the Girl Shy to every girl shy there, and even with the female, the senior ones. Happy International Day to us, girls or women there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Grace Oluwadebi. Thank you so much for that welcome speech. And right about now, we're going to be having Mrs. Omolola Izefoma. I hope I got that right. So sorry.
Yes, you did. You
Oh,
tried. The name is Omolola Ezefoma. Thank you so much.
Omolola
Um,
Izefoma. So I'll be reading your bio now so that you can, before you go ahead with your speech. So Omolola Izefoma is the Chief Data Officer at Creative Foods Concept and leader at Data Genius, a data literacy initiative. She spent the last 16 years working in the communication sector as a data management professional. She's a Google Women Tech Makers mentor. She has a BSc in computer science from the University of Ilorin. She has done several professional training and leadership courses. She volunteers with teenagers and women, equipping them with life skills required for a fulfilling life. With a warm welcome and should I say standing ovation, let's welcome Omolola Izefoma for our speech. Welcome, ma'am.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for putting this beautiful initiative together. It's the International Day of the Girl Child 2023, and I trust that today I will be setting us off on a journey to ensuring our own safety going forward by the grace of God. All right, so today I want to talk about digital safety for girls, and I'm going to throw in the data dimension because my specialization is data. And so I like to always bring that up no matter what I do. I like to highlight the data dimension of things. All right, so today I'm going to take you through that journey with me. So let's get into it together. All right, so the awesomeness of the girl child. Now, the girl child is just awesome. Don't I look awesome after many years of being a girl child? Yeah, don't you just look awesome today, right? The girl child is just awesome. She's built to perfection. She is a natural, she's beautiful, she's brilliant. She's okay with our flaws. Yes, we aren't perfect, but we're fine and we're perfect just that way, right? And she needs to be safe. And so it's important that we talk about this girl child on this day. It's important to highlight ourselves today more than ever before. It's important to celebrate ourselves. And so I say, give a round of applause to yourself for being a girl child alive in 2023, where we talk about the International Girl Child. Don't mind. All right. So a girl in a digital world. The girl child today is a digital native. What do I mean by a girl child being a digital native? You are a digital native because you were born in a generation where you have to use technology. When I was your age, I didn't even know what technology is, not to talk of use technology, right? So you are born in an age where you have to use technology, you use it for your education. When COVID happened, I'm sure most of us had to go online to school for a while, right? Most of us have access to digital devices. So you are a digital native. And that's what it means to be a digital native. And you are not just a digital native, you are a digital native that is being raised by a digital immigrant. I am a digital immigrant. What do I mean by that? I wasn't raised with technology, but today I have adopted technology. I use technology. And so I am a digital immigrant. So my experience of the digital world is completely different from yours. And many times we are incapable to provide you the support that you require because we're also trying to learn things just like you. So you are a digital native because you are born in an age where things are driven by technology. You school with technology, you get into entertainment with technology, you have technology all around you, and it is the way of life today. And so you're a digital native, and it's important to understand that. And so I want you to say to yourself, I'm a digital native. I'm a digital native. And it is our collective responsibility to ensure that the girl child is safe. If you have in a traditional family where you have boys and girl children, a boy and girl child, you would find that the parents are more conscious about the safety of the girl. Somehow we believe that the girl is delicate, she needs extra effort, you know, she's not as strong as the boy, and she needs support. And just the way it is in our everyday natural world, it is in the digital space. The girl child is very, very susceptible to a lot of things, just like the boy child. But then again, we are special, right? And we are just delicate like that. And so we are very, very, we're very, very exposed in this digital world. Many times when people want to get their children busy, what do? We just say, oh, take a device, get on a device. And we assume that the child is safe because she's on a device. You assume that you are safe because you're on a device. Sometimes when you use a device and you're talking to somebody, somehow you feel safer with that person more than the person that is right in the same room with you. Is that true or false? I'd like to get your feedback. True or false? If you think it's true, just wave your hands. That way I'm going to know, get your feedback. All right. Oftentimes we feel very safe online. We feel like, okay, there's nothing can go wrong here. I'm safe here. And that is why we need to talk about digital safety. All right. So what is digital safety? What is digital safety? When we talk about digital safety, we mean measures that individuals take. I would say measures that a girl child should take to protect herself, right? And her personal information when using technology. The measures that you should take when you're using the technology, when you have to use the phone for a class, when you have to use a phone to communicate with your parents, when you have to use the internet, when you have to go to the bank, maybe to withdraw some cash with your ATM card, when you have to do anything digitally, the measures that you need to take to be safe is what is referred to as digital safety. And some of the examples of those measures are the use of passwords on all accounts, not just passwords, strong passwords. What is the definition of a strong password? A strong password will have a special character. Sorry, I didn't put any of that online in my slide, but a special character will be like an @ sign, a hash sign, an ampersand sign. Anything that is not A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3 is a special character. So you want to put your password and say, my name @ something, the first character of my name @ something, you know, use capital letters, small letters, numbers and figures, you know, just use them, all right, to make sure that your password is safe, and you don't share your password with other people. You your passwords on all the learning platforms, whatever platforms that you use, you make sure that you are conscious of it, okay? And also your examples of other things is your authentication, two-factor authentication on accounts. Avoid clicking funny links. You know, when you go online and sometimes something says, click me, avoid clicking search. Most of the time, they are people who are trying to hack into your password or something. Avoid sharing information about yourself unnecessarily. Remember, we said when we go online, we feel safe. So we always feel like sharing our information, sharing our pictures. Sometimes I hear stories about girls sharing their nude pictures online. That is sacrilegious. Now, one thing you need to know about that is that when you put anything online, it stays there. It doesn't matter whether you delete it or not. There's a copy of it hanging somewhere. Somebody has snatched a copy of it or something. So you are really not safe putting information you really don't want online. So we're talking about measures, examples of how to be safe online. And limit your engagement with strangers. You don't go on the road and start talking to strangers, right? But because we go online and we think the other person can see us, we try to be more friendly online. Now, this is calling you to say, be careful. Whatever you do on the street, do it when you're online. If you don't talk to strangers on the street, don't talk to strangers online. When you go online, be careful. If you want to even talk to somebody, go and check the profile of the person. Check what the person has been posting. Check who the person talks to. Look at the picture of the person and ask yourself, is this someone I would talk to if I were just on the road, okay? Let's go fast. We don't have so much time. All right. So why do we need digital safety? Why digital safety? Like I said earlier, our digital life is as real as our everyday life. Is as real as our everyday lives. We often think we are safe online, and that's why we need digital safety knowledge. And that's why we need to be precaution. We need to take precautions because we are not as safe as we think online. Why? Many things happen online. Sometimes we have identity theft. Somebody steals your ID and begins to talk to other people pretending to be you. That's digital personality theft, identity theft, and that happens a lot online. A lot of people have been defrauded by such means. Now, there's also cyberbullying. Cyberbullying, you have people bullying one another, talking to each other. Some people call it savage, being savage. And really, it is not being savage, it's just being rude, right? And sometimes, because of our age and our growing self-esteem, that tends to beat us down or make us lose our self-esteem. Now there's malware. Malware is someone taking over your system and doing what they like with it, pretending to be you and doing other things, deleting your files and making you lose valuable information. There's phishing, which is people sending messages to you in trying to get some information out of you in order to do harm to you. There's cyber stalking. People just come online and start putting messages in your box, asking you questions and things like that. Many years ago, I heard about a girl who got into trouble by being online, and she was almost getting into the Al-Qaeda camp and getting abducted, but for the intervention of our parents. So be careful online. Also, we have addictions. A lot of us can't concentrate with our academics as much as we used to because we want to check who is liking my post, what's person doing now, what's going on now, what's the latest news, and all of those things. These are a form of addictions because there are some chemicals that are released in our bodies when we do those things, and these chemicals make us addicted, wanting more of that effect, which is actually not good for us. Good emotions are good, happy emotions are good, but not on a consistent basis like that. We have different emotions for different purposes, and that they are supposed to keep us stable and emotionally stable. We also have sexting. I talked about that earlier. People sending nude pictures and you get private information about you that shouldn't be outside. So always think safety first every time you come online. And how do you stay safe? Realize that the dangers out there are real. I've said that earlier and I'm going to emphasize it again. The dangers out there are real. Everything is not what they look like. So a lot of people come online and post as if they have a lot of things they don't have, that they are who they are not. And so when you're online, you have to be careful. You have to understand that this is a reality. It is not safe out there. You need to take responsibility for watching out for yourself. As you grow older as a girl child, I tell my children are boys interestingly, and I always tell them every year it's their birthday that you have more responsibility this year. You have more responsibility as you grow older to take care of yourself, because you would have to go to school and do things where your parents are not there, and you need to ensure that you are safe. Right? So you have to realize that you're responsible for your safety, and everything you post online is stored. Everything you post online is stored. And if everything you post online is stored, it means that you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you're posting online. And you have to ensure that that data about yourself that you're putting online is what you really want to be online. Do you want people to know what really happened in your house yesterday? Do you want people to really know where you are right now? Because that may be giving somebody information to kidnap you or to do something harmful to you. All right? And the data set and whatever you put online, remember, is accessible to hackers. Some people wake up every morning to just see how to get into your accounts. All right. So I'm rounding up now. So how should you stay safe? I said, first thing, you have to realize. Second, what should you do? Take responsibility for your digital safety. Take responsibility. Can you tell yourself, I'm taking responsibility for myself? I'm taking responsibility for myself. Tell yourself that I'm taking responsibility for myself. Take responsibility for your digital safety online. Avoid putting unnecessary information online. Apply every rule you apply on the street, on the digital space. Make your password pin strong and don't share with other people what your passwords and your pins, except you have to and you trust them. So I believe that with just these few tips, you will be safe. So stay safe everywhere. We want to see you grow up to be fantastic women that's going to turn this world into a better place. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you've learned something, and have a wonderful International Day of the Girl Child.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a lot to learn, knowing fully well that your digital footprint is very, very important. And that's, my God, so sorry about that. And that the girl child needs to know what they put online, and that their data online can be accessed by anyone. So there should be a lot of carefulness when it comes to putting your data online. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are really grateful. Now, right about now, we're moving on to the student presentation by DLHS Aba Campus. Can we have them?
1 second, please. I'll be putting it up.
All right.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry, it's plain air, but I can't still see it out there. Can we see the screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Share.
Julie, a high school student, was excited about a new social media app, but Vanna, her friend, cautioned her. Shortly, she receives a friend request from scammers. Julie, out of excitement, accepts the friend request and goes ahead to review her personal data on the app. The scammers became so excited to have made a big catch. They then asked for more personal information. Julie becomes uncomfortable and uneasy. Vanna, her friend, notices her countenance and asks what was wrong. Julie informed her that they asked for her bank account details.
And when I was saying this thing, when I was telling you this thing, I was telling you this thing that you are scammers. They are scamming you.
Vanna quickly instructed Julie to block the scammers, which she did.
No, don't block them, block them, block them, don't block them. Please, block them. Block it. Scam that. This girl don't block me.
The scammers noticed that they have been blocked and they became very every angle. Thank God that Julie didn't fall victim, and thanks to Vanna, who went ahead to educate Julie on cybersecurity. Vanna concluded by letting her friend know that digital insecurity can lead to reputation damage. She therefore urged her to secure her social media apps and select her friends before accepting requests.
That mostly girls are involved in, they're always catching us, Don't be a victim of all this kind of thing. Be careful about all this scammer. Be careful when you go, once you go online, you need to be careful. Especially as a girl that you are, be careful, okay?
Wow. That was very insightful. Very, very insightful.
Julie, a high
Thank
school
you,
student,
DLHS, Aba Campus. So we have to go ahead with Ibadan Grammar School's presentation. Ibadan Grammar School, we can have you now. All right, while we wait for Ibadan Grammar School to, to get themselves ready for the presentation, can we have DLHS Advocate Campus for their presentation?
All right, for technical issues, I still have their video on as well. So I'm going to put that up. Yeah.
The scene opens where a young girl named Gold is speaking to a friend she met online.
Hello?
Hello,
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Oh, you have a very nice voice. I never knew your voice could be as sweet as this.
Thank you.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
Where do you live?
I live there at number 8 Shagama Street.
Oh, that's very close to my uncle's house. Maybe whenever I come to visit him, I can come and visit you too.
Okay.
Does your father has any big company or anywhere? Like, okay, where does your father work?
My father works in oil and gas company.
I can't hear you.
I said my father works in oil and gas company.
Wow, oil and gas. Wow, you're a very lucky child, though.
Thank you.
I wish my story was like that. What of your mother? Where does she work to?
My mother is a surgeon.
She's a surgeon.
Yes.
You must be very rich in your family. Can you come and see me?
Yeah.
I'll send my address to you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
After a series of chats, Gold gets to know that she has been chatting with a ritualist and has gotten initiated into their gang.
Hello? Hello? Where are you?
Outside now.
Okay. It's your turn, no?
Okay, I'm hearing you.
It's your turn, no? For what? You are next to provide the sacrificial lamb for the sacrifice you are doing to do next.
So I'll bring a woman before people to kill.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't do that. I'm sorry, please. I can't.
Okay. I think you want your family to go for it,
Oh, no, please, don't touch my family. Please don't touch my family. Please. Okay. Fair. How many days did I have?
3 days to provide one. Is that your sister or your friend? But the person must be a virgin.
Please now. You're talking about human being. Please, I can't bring a woman. Please, I'm begging you. Please, let's go for animal. Please.
You have to bring her, unless all your family will die.
Please don't touch my family. Okay, I will try. Please, I will try.
Better. And please, this secret must not leak to anyone.
Okay.
Better. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. What of you?
I'm fine.
Okay. There's something I want to tell you, Seth.
What's it?
We have been chatting for a while now, but I'm not even seeing you. Can we meet now?
Okay.
Please be fast, please.
Okay, around where should I meet you?
Bakare Street.
Where is that located?
Just be coming forward.
Okay, I'll be there right
Very
away.
fast, so it's very urgent, please.
I hope there's no problem.
Don't worry, just come.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
At 2:01, God reaches out to one of our online friends. Here she's rushing out to meet up with her.
Lizzie.
Yes, Lizzie.
I really want to meet one of my friends. I'll be back soon. I want to see her. Like, she said I should come and meet her, so I have to see her immediately.
Does mom know about it?
No.
How did I tell mom when she comes?
Tell them I'll be back soon. Bye. How will I get to this girl now? I can't even see anybody here. I don't know this Bakare Street of the thing now. Hello, young lady. Hello, Mama, please. Do you know anywhere like Bakare Street?
Yes, like the very well known streets.
Are you sure?
Very sure now.
You're very sure. You've been to the there before.
Yes.
Okay, please take me there.
Okay.
Please help me. Help me.
Please, calm down.
Please help me. Please help me.
Now, this is where she went.
Please help me. Which friend?
Hey, friend. Hey,
My daughter, you need to know me better.
God, please help us.
Please. Let me go through. Please help me. Let me go through. Let's go. My daughter is missing. My daughter, she's missing. Okay.
But you know the complaint.
Okay, I think I'm out for your phone. Please, it's the daughter with it. My daughter, she must get everything.
Please let me just find any for me that I can just take the bus back so that I can just come back very quickly. Please, this girl must not die. She must not die. Please let me go to the officer. Please let me.
Ma, even though it's my founder.
Serious? Yes. Please, can I just calm down? Okay, let's go.
That's smart.
Please don't put inside shop and finish.
Yes. So like my friend, I like the party of the solution. Yes. From the drama, Gold was digitally insensitive and became a victim of circumstance. As a girl, in this dispensation, you need to be discreet with what you do online. Thank you.
That was a great presentation from DLHS Adekiti Campus. Wow. That was so educative. Thank you so much. So right about now, we're gonna have Ibadan Grammar School's presentation. Yes, you can go ahead to mute yourself. Ibadan Grammar School, we cannot hear you. We cannot get anything from the presentation you're making.
This is CISPC. What shall the CISPC not the future? Spelled as BISARNG. It is known when a fake digital service is given to individuals authentic for origin. There are a lot of examples of phishing, and a common example of phishing is pop-up phishing. This is when you're browsing through and it makes it pop up, telling you to perform some activity, like clicking on a link or logging into your account. Why doing so? Not knowing your information is sensitive. What happened? Stop to me. Just to know that my dream will get. Yeah. Think I wish I was saying. This is careful. Careless with last week. She has taken a lot of precaution in order not to come between of fishing attacks. What are the precautions we take for you not to come between of fishing attacks? One, cyber security awareness training. Do not give out your information unless it's for the people. Install firewall. Protect your password regularly. Update your browser. Do not give out your information to an unverified link. Do not click on an unsecure link. And lastly, don't be tempted by false news. It's what we have presented. We believe that we are able to depict and clearly show you what phishing is and the precautions to be taken. For others not to fall victim of phishing attacks, tell others about phishing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ibato Gravasco. They really educated us on what phishing is, and that was super educative. Thank you so much. So I'll bring in up our next speaker. Oh my God. Hey. All right. Wonderful Osalo is a final year student of computer science at the prestigious University of Ibadan. She interns at She interns as a front-end developer at African Founders, where she is currently building a customer relationship management system for businesses across Africa. She serves as the team lead at Tech Girls Club because of her passion to help young girls and women navigate their way through building a career in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She's always looking for ways to solve world problems using technology and is open to collaborating and working with teams at driven towards achieving that and much more. She's a woman of impact, one project at a time. Please join me in welcoming Wonderful Osalo as she takes a session. Welcome, Wonderful.
Okay, hello everyone. Amazing presentation so far. I'm really impressed by the quality of the content of the presentations across the schools. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. So my name is Wonderful Osalo, as she has introduced, and I am in 500 level computer science at the University of Ibadan. So I'll be taking us on a session quickly, and I'll be sharing my slides shortly. All right. Okay, so when you hear cybersecurity or cyber safety, what comes to your mind? Can we just think about that? And what comes to your mind when we talk about cybersecurity and cyber safety? Yeah, so many people will say, okay, cyber has to do with the internet, cyber has to do with mobile devices and the likes, then safety has to do with keeping safe, right? Security has to do with safeguarding your properties, ensuring that your items are secured. So when we combine that together, you now say, okay, that is what cyber safety and security means. So like she has introduced, my name is Wanda Salo, 500 level computer science, and I'm currently a front-end developer at African Founders. So a quick icebreaker. How often do you use the internet or social media? And can you name some of the social media platforms you know or have used in the past? We can make use of the chat box to send that in shortly. Okay. And what kind of content do you find on these platforms? So for me, my response would be I find educative content, entertaining content, content around like my career and the likes. So those are the kind of content that I find on social media, on the internet, and across the board. So what about you? I'll be looking out for your comments. All right. So I put in an a short um, a short introduction from the World Economic Forum. It says that girls and young women are spending a huge amount of time online, driven by a quest for connection and information and the desire to extend their knowledge beyond what they learn from their families, schools, and communities. Now, the opportunities that the internet presents are boundless. Unfortunately, digital spaces also open up a whole world of abuse, false information, and misogyny. So from the presentation by the schools, we see how that the girls that were in the presentations were under attack. We saw phishing attack. We saw someone deceiving someone she met online and kidnapping her and the like. So these are some of the things that we expose ourselves to knowingly and sometimes unknowingly by using the internet in general. Now, still continuing from the except it says that we found that girls are being silenced online by toxic levels of harassment, with 58% of girls surveyed having experienced it. So the harassment was personal and targeted due to their gender and their intersecting characteristics such as their race, their sexuality, their disability. And girls are physically threatened, sexually harassed, body shamed, and racially abused. Fear, threat, mistrust, and discrimination online cannot be accepted as a rite of passage for girls and young people growing up in a digital world. So that is why this topic, cybersecurity and safety for girls, or the topic of this particular seminar or forum, which is digital safety in a girl's world, is very important to ensure that girls are not ignorant of these devices across the internet, and also to ensure that they are well guarded, they have like the required information. So this is like an outline of what I'll be talking about. What is cybersecurity? What are the do's and don'ts when it comes to using the internet, social media, and the likes? Then we'll take a short exercise, and I'll also give you some information on how to protect yourself. All right, so what is cyber safety and security? It can be defined as the practice of defending ourselves, our computers, our mobile devices, and any kind of network from harmful attacks initiated by dangerous individuals, groups, and organization. Now, from the presentation made by, I think, Ado Ekiti, right, the campus at Ado Ekiti, they saw how that a gang used texting or maybe WhatsApp messaging to lure someone to join their group. And even from that, even got her to bring her friend as a sacrifice. So you can imagine how some groups use social media, they use the internet for their different harmful attacks and their harmful intent, right? So what are the don'ts when it comes to using the internet and social media and anything that has to do with posting online? So the first one here is that do not share personal information online, including your full name, your address, your phone number. So we saw the stranger asking one of the persons in that presentation that, okay, what does her father do, and she said her father works in the oil and gas. Where do you live? And she gave the full address. So those are those personal information that you're not supposed to share online. Whether you meet someone online and they call you, or you are posting it probably in a post, maybe an Instagram post or a Facebook post, do not share personal information online. Then the next thing is that do not use the same username and password for multiple accounts. So imagine for my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, what other accounts there, TikTok, Snapchat, I use the same username and password. Now, if a hacker has access to one of those usernames or passwords, they can have access to the others, right? So say my username is wonderful and my password is 1234, which is, we'll get to that later, which is a very weak password. Once they log into my Facebook, they can use wonderful, then 1234 to log in. For my Instagram, they can also use wonderful and 1234. So those are the ways that hackers know people can be very negligent, and they use it to get access to people's accounts and do different things with their accounts. All right. So another thing is to not let a stranger use your phone, your tablet, or a laptop. So for instance, you are in a public space, say you're at a bank, and someone just walks up to you. Sometimes they are well-meaning people, but most of the times you cannot differentiate the ones that are well-meaning and the ones that have negative or harmful intent. So just do not share, just decline from sharing your information, sharing your devices, and also any form of tablet or laptop that you might have access to with strangers. Also, do not accept friend requests from strangers. So most of us in this room or online are young girls, and I would advise that you try as much as possible to maintain a very small network online. Have friends that that you can identify when you meet them physically. Know people, maybe your family members and their friends. Do not just accept any random friend requests that you get on social media and across the web. Another thing is not to open suspicious emails from unknown senders. Okay, so the first speaker talked about that earlier. And she mentioned how that you get funny links, click me, click me, click me. Do not open such emails, do not click on such links and the like. So the next one is like the first one, sorry, like the previous one that talks about you not clicking links or downloading anything without clearing it with an adult, right? So do not share photos online with strangers. Some people will take a picture in front of their house and they'll put, oh, this is my home, in front of their car and all of that. That gives like hackers, people that have negative intent, to come and rob you. You are giving them access to your details, you're giving them access to your network, you're giving them access to the things that they can see and say, oh, she lives in a big house and it's just down the street, let me go and rob them tomorrow. And that will not happen to anyone, but let us ensure that we stay protected, we guard ourselves as much as possible. So what are the do's while using the internet or the cyberspace in general? The first one is to use strong passwords. A way to do that is to use more than 8 characters with a mix of numbers and special characters, right? So use uppercase, lowercase alphabets. Mrs. Omalala talked about using special characters like the @ symbol, the hash symbol, the $sign, percentage, and all of those characters that are outside of numbers and letters, right? So just mix them in your passwords and you would have a strong password. The next one is to be vigilant. Mind what you click, what you watch, and what you share. Now, I know I started asking, like, what kind of content do you see online? Many times, many times, the content that you find online are not the type of content that we are supposed to consume as girls, as young people. So ensure that you are mindful. Do not, once you see something that they say is rated 18 or is for people that are 18 plus, don't go and watch it just because you have access to a phone or the internet. Just stay away. Be able to control what you click, what you watch, and also what you share. Do not overshare. She hammered on that also, that don't share anything, don't share what you ate for breakfast, where you are going, who you don't have to share so much information. All right, so the next thing is to keep your social network small. I mentioned it in the previous slide. You don't have to be on all social media platforms. You don't have to be on Facebook and also on Instagram and also on Snapchat, on TikTok. You are just exposing yourself to people that do not have good intent, right? So just keep your social network small. If you need to be on WhatsApp, be on WhatsApp. If you just need somewhere else to be, you can be on either Facebook or LinkedIn, which will help your career and also help motivate you as regards what you want to do and what you want to be in life. And also maybe for fun content, maybe YouTube, where you can search for the kind of things you watch. You are able to like streamline or select the things that you watch on like Instagram and TikTok, where if you just scroll, you can just see something that you do not expect, right? So another thing is to be confident in your own uniqueness. Don't try to be like someone else. There are many people online that post to be who they are not, right? They will tell you that, oh, they are rich, they are from a very wealthy home, they own this number of dollars or naira or whatever. Some of them are lying. In fact, most of them are lying. So don't now, because of what someone else posts, maybe the kind of clothes they wear, the type of shoes they are wearing, oh, they are wearing the latest brands, oh, they are using the latest iPhones, you now begin to question your own identity. You are unique. You've been made wonderfully complex by God, right? So don't try to live up to someone else's standard just because you see how they live their life and you now want to do the same, right? Be confident in your uniqueness, be you, and be confident about being you, right? Then the next thing is to live and let live. Do not bully, and protect yourself from cyberbullying, right? So most times people go online and maybe somebody posts a picture about maybe they just graduated, or maybe they're celebrating their birthday, and you hear people say, oh, you are so fat, oh, you are so this. That's cyberbullying, right? So do not bully others, and also protect yourself from cyberbullying by not oversharing, right? Also use the report and block feature when necessary. So I don't remember the school that talked about someone telling the other person to block the person. Just block them, report them, block them. And by time the person actually adhered and blocked them, you saw that the hackers were very angry. They were like, she has finally like gotten our scope or gotten the hang of what we are trying to do. So if she hadn't blocked them, maybe they would have had access to our credit cards. They would have had access to other things that probably would implicate her or her family, right? So you can use the report and block features whenever necessary. Now I have a short exercise here talking about weak or strong passwords. Now, number one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, is this a weak password or a strong password? We can just use the chat box to say, oh, it is a weak password, it's a strong password. So I'll be waiting for our responses. Okay, I already removed it. All right, so is 1, 2, 3, 4 a weak or a strong password? A weak password. Thank you, Onicha Campus, right? That is a weak password. Now, the second one, where you have WON, then you have the Naira symbol or the hash symbol, then you have D, then you have 3, then RFUL, which is supposed to be wonderful, right? But because of the uppercase, special characters, and the input of numbers, it is. So is it a weak or a strong password? That's for number 2, the one over here. A strong password. Thank you, Tiwa. Thank you, Yola Campus. Thank you, Dr. Grace. So it is a strong password. The next one is number 3, EV, then @ That's also another special symbol. Then 634 tech. Is that a weak password or a strong password? Number 3, yes. So when you're giving your answer, you might want to write 3, so I know which one you're talking about. So it's a strong password. Thank you, Shoko Campus and Ibadan Grammar School. That's a strong password. Now, number 4, wonderful, all in lowercase. Is that a weak password or a strong password? Weak password. Thank you very much. Now the next one, delight, number 5. Is that a weak password? Dr. Grace says it's very weak. It's a very weak password. Now number 6 is capital letter H, small letter J, then 89, then B, then P, capital letter P, then 0, then O, small letter K, then the @ symbol. Tiwa says it is very strong. Now nobody's going to guess Number 6, imagine somebody coming to your email and wants to type they will never think of this combination, right? So that gives you an idea of how a strong password looks like. Then number 7, password. This one is a very, very weak password, because when a hacker wants to try to hack into someone, this is one of the first ones they try. They try this password, because some people use their name as the username, then password as their password, which is very, very weak. So number 7 is a weak password. Now number 8 is wonderful. 1211, is that a weak password or a strong password? Now let me give you context. Now, say for instance, on my Facebook page, I have put in my bio that my birthday is on the 12th of November. Now, wonderful, 1211, is it going to be a weak password or a strong password? With that context, a weak password. Thank you very much, Ibadan Grammar School, Akure campus, Onitsha campus. Thank you so much, and Oshobo, as well as Ado Ekiti. It is a very weak password. Thank you so much. Now, yeah, so I have the answers. So the ones in red, like we've rightly said, they are weak passwords, while the ones in green are strong passwords. Okay, now let's take another example, or another exercise, or more examples. So the first one, I am a girl. Is that a weak password or a strong password? Number 1, is it a weak or strong password? Is a weak password, right? Now number 2, 1 2 3 ABCCBA 321. Is it a weak or a strong password? It's a strong password, because I don't think anybody's going to try to guess that. I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, so I'm not sure it's a weak password. Let's just say medium, a medium in level of the strength of the password. Okay, now number 3. Number 3 is strong. Thank you, Akure. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Ado Ekiti, Yola, Ibadan Grammar School. Thank you. That's a very strong. Nobody's going to try to guess that they are supposed to put this hash symbol, then E, then capital V, then the dollar sign. That's like a bunch of special characters going into that symbol. And sometimes the more the special characters, the stronger the password. Okay. Now number 4, weak. Okay. Yola says it's over weak. All right. Okay. Now number 5. Number 5, is it a weak or a strong password? Now let me give context to number 5. Say I am a mother of 2, and my children celebrated their 12th and 5th birthday last week, and I put, oh, Ade is 12, BC is 5. Now someone will want to try Ade 12, BC 5. Okay, well, let's just say that's a weak password. Right now, number 6, it has a bunch of special characters. It is very strong. Yes, thank you, Shobo. Thank you, Delta South. Thank you, Ado Ekiti. Thank you, Calabar. I see you all. Thank you, Damola. It's very strong. Thank you, Yola. Now, number 7. Now, remember I said that I put on my bio that my birthday is 12th of November 2001. Now, 7, is it a weak or strong password? Yeah, very weak. Thank you, Ibadan Grammar School. Thank you, Shogo, Campus, Calabar, Delta South, and Yola. Yes, it's a very weak password, because they already have like an idea. And most times these hackers, they stalk you. They take all of your details. Maybe you posted your birthday. They already like noted down that day that day is your birthday, and maybe they try it on one app. If it doesn't work, they will look for another hint that you probably give them. Maybe that's why we said that do not share, don't overshare. Now number 8. Number 8 is very weak. I see people already saying it, that it is a very weak password. Ilorin, Oshogo. Yeah, it's very weak, because most people will try that. So here I've highlighted in red the weak passwords, and in green the strong passwords. Now I'll just round up briefly how to protect yourself. Ibadan Grammar School, during their presentation, mentioned how that you should make sure you use the latest versions of your applications and software. And that's my first point here as well. Use the latest version of your applications and your software. Doing this ensures that you have the latest security patches and bug fixes. Now, many technological companies are working day in and day out to ensure that their platforms are secure. So if we're in 2023, and you are using the version of the application that is 2010, trust me, to be backdated in the area of the type of security updates that they have made in the past 13 years, right? bug fixes maybe a particular thing, they know that this is a loophole for hackers on the application, they fixed it already. But because you're using an outdated version, you do not have access to those security updates, right? So ensure you use the latest versions of your applications and your software. The next one is to enable two-factor authentication. Our first speaker spoke about that, how that you should ensure that you add an extra layer of protection to your account. So is either maybe you make use of a extra lock on your application, then you also lock your phone, right? Ensure you put two-factor authentication or 2FA authentication, as some applications will write it. The next one is to educate others. Now you've learned to some extent about cybersecurity best practices, right? So ensure that you show your responsible digital citizenship. Like Mrs. Omolola mentioned that we are digital natives, and some of us, older generation, they are digital immigrants. So we are all digital citizens. So ensure that you inform the next person. I liked the presentation by Adon Grammar School talking about phishing and educating on how to avoid phishing, right? So ensure that you do that more. Those videos by the different campuses at DLHS. So thank you all for that, and ensure that you keep doing that, not just when we have the International Day of the Girl Child, but as much as possible in your statuses and everywhere you can. So yeah, I think that'll be all. Thank you so much for participating. I enjoyed having this session with you all. Yeah, thank you.
We definitely enjoyed that session with you too. Everyone was putting strong or weak in the section box, and I felt like me too, I want to put strong and weak in the section box. So you know that leaving this session, you know that you ought to do better with your passwords. I mean, you know what it is to have a strong password, and you know what it is to have a weak password. So even when you get home, you teach your parents, right? You also teach your parents too that, oh, there's a better way. There's a better way to put your password. There's something called a strong password, and there are very, very weak passwords that can leave you susceptible to these hackers. That was a great or wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we'll have to go ahead. Our time is fast spent. We have to go ahead with the student presentation from DLHS Lagos Campus. DLHS Lagos Campus.
Okay, I still remain the operator for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't want to have technical issues, so they're all in videos.
All right, let's have them.
We live in times where our lives, personal and professional, a time where what we do on social media is more valued than reality. Times where girls try to meet up with ridiculous stereotypes to get meaningless validation and approval from the public. But what of self-love, I ask? Would Katri ever love herself enough? Would she ever know the true value of self-love?
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises.
Unable to meet up with these beauty standards, Catherine proceeds to seek advice from her sister. But would it be enough for her?
Maybe we're made of blind souls. She tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. The stars and we're beautiful.
On seeing her devastated child, the mother tries to console her.
She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving, you know, cover girls see nothing. She says, beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit longer? I can go a little while longer. She fades away. She don't see her perfect. She don't understand. She's worth it. All that beauty goes deeper than
Only to realize he observed that her advice was insufficient. Filled with fear and unsatisfaction, Catherine resorted to seeking advice from her friends. She was offered various advice, but took a keen interest in undergoing plastic surgery just to get validation from the public.
And you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars, say you're beautiful.
Catherine assumes the surgery will be a turning point. But would this be enough to get her back into the social circle?
Dr. Grace, the video is static, but we can hear, but the audio has been playing for a while now. We can hear what the video is saying, but the video is static.
It's static. Wow.
It is.
You can't see the images on it.
No, we can't.
Oh my. I was
It's
seeing
only
it
the
from
audio that we're hearing. And I think it's
Oh.
the same for everyone else too.
I share the same way with the others. Okay, let me start again and then let me know what you.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's no problem.
In times where our
Is it showing
lives,
now?
personal and professional, resides online.
Oh, we can. Okay, I think you can start sharing before playing the video.
The same? Can you Sola?
I said you can start sharing your screen before playing the video.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Is it still the same?
Or is it because there is a spotlight on a particular like
Okay,
DLHS
yeah. Okay, let
Lagos
me remove
campus?
that. Okay.
Yes.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
It's just the same way I played the other ones. Oh, yes, sorry, where are we now? Can you see it now?
Returning home, rejected, devastated, and uncertain.
Stars and we're beautiful. Nobody you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we live in.
Her mother, on seeing her, embraces her and tells her she's just as beautiful through of self-love.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises.
Unable to meet up with these beauty standards, Catherine proceeds to seek advice from her sister. But would it be enough for her?
Maybe we're made of blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. You don't see her perfect, she don't understand she's worth it. All that beauty goes deeper.
Only to realize and observe that her advice was insufficient. Filled with fear and unsatisfaction, Catherine resorts to seeking advice from her friends. She was offered various advice, but took a keen interest in undergoing plastic surgery, just to get validation from the public.
And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving, you know, cover girls eat nothing. She says beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit of so to all the
At this point, depression sweeps in, and we can only ponder if she would be able to get out of it.
waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Returning home, rejected, devastated, and uncertain.
We're stars and we're beautiful. Nobody you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we live in.
Her mother, on seeing her, embraces her and tells her she's just as beautiful the way she is.
There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
If only you could sense how important you are, how special you are. There is something of yourself that makes you beautiful just the way you are.
Than the you that you are. No better life than the life we live in. No better time for you shine, you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark.
Okay, yeah, that is the end of that presentation. Councillor, are you there? Yeah, I'm sorry about the technical issue on that. I heard that at some point we didn't hear the volume. At some time, the volume was playing and just seeing the image. So sorry about that. I couldn't have explanation for it. Yeah, but just to recap, it's all with our speakers have told us that we are unique. The young lady was trying to find expression, trying to be what she's not really is, and then that landed her in trouble. After even going through the plastic surgery, she was eventually still having being rejected by friends. So we don't need to go any mile to present ourselves to the public. Be yourself. You are beautiful, just like the song said, and you are who you are, unique the way you are. So I will just quickly bring the last presentation, which is just 3 minutes, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy that as well. And we move to the last speaker, or on the question and answer rather. So I think this will share properly. Yeah, the last one from Abuja campus. Sorry, please. Okay. Please let me know if we can hear and see everything.
You guys see what I just saw? What a shame. Unbelievable. In this 21st century, I wonder, I can't even imagine what was going to the mind of that girl. Honestly, I couldn't even believe what she was thinking at that time. Like, she don't understand the consequences of her actions. Sincerely, she doesn't know that that could be very harmful to her.
I'm very shocked and surprised about what's going on nowadays. Girls being vulnerable to boys, to sending things as is a trend.
It's so heartbreaking that a girl like me is getting involved in such a hideous act. This is bringing shame to girls all over the world. I get the fact that you guys are shocked, but really I'm not. And that's because of I hear cases like this on a day-to-day basis. I've had friends tell me their personal stories, and I have personally experienced this. If not that I was fortunately enlightened at that point in time.
Exactly. You actually hit the nail on the head. But I would not like to assume that this girl is actually ignorant of her action. I just feel like she does not know the repercussion of what she has done. So she feel like she does not see anything bad in what she did.
But society doesn't place importance on the safety of a girl child in this that way. And it's quite alarming.
Honestly, I really wish that the society could pay more attention, because when it comes to digital world, girls are more vulnerable than boys. So the society should at least try and make an effort to pay more attention to girls in this aspect.
But what do you think caused her to find herself in such a situation?
The issue is that most parents don't actually make themselves available on the way of making.
That's true. To buttress her points, most parents are not available, and those that are available are not approachable. Like, imagine a girl in this world not being able to talk to her mom. Like, as a girl, if you don't talk to your mom, who else are you talking to? Because there are some things that you bottle up that you can't talk to your counselors, you can't talk to your teachers, you can't even talk to your best friend. Then you just have to relate to your mom. And then imagine your mom is not this kind of free person that you can express to. You're just going to feel alone and dejected in this world.
So what do you think can calm this trend?
Honestly, as she said, I feel like mothers should pay more attention to their female child. Like mothers, especially girls, when they come home, they are bottled up a lot of things and they don't know who to share it without to express it. The mothers should try and make themselves available, yes, but also approachable, so that their daughters will be able to share, make sure that, yes, I know that anything I have inside my heart, I can tell my mom. Instead of bottling it, some girls bottle a lot of things up, they don't know who to share it, and later, eventually, it causes them to commit suicide.
Yes.
So I really hope that mothers should really try and make themselves available and approachable for their daughters.
That's very
So
true.
I also, just like you wouldn't give a car key or a car to a child when you do not know how to drive, I feel like parents are also meant to enlighten their children on digital parameters before exposing them to the social media. So
digital world.
Probably,
Right?
yes. That's why I want to thank the organizers of this program for setting up a program like this to enable girls out there find out their digital identity.
Yes. In a nutshell, this program was organized to let society know the importance of the safety of a girl child in the digital world. And we should also remember that the internet never forgets.
Thank you for that presentation, Deeper Life High School, Abuja campus. That's really awesome. I think that is talking to the elders, the parents. We have a part to play as well. Just like our first speaker, Mrs. Omolola, said, you guys are digital native, while we are digital immigrants, but all of us, we are digital citizens, and we're all learning together. Thank you so much. Miss Moderator, are you there, please? All right, probably there is a network issue. I'll just take over from there. I think the next thing on the agenda now, it's question and answers. Sorry, we ought to have mentioned that if we have questions, we should drop it on the chat box. But if you want to have a question, okay, Miss Kainsala is there on, yeah, I'll yield the floor to, take over, please.
Yes, ma, please. You need to help unmute her mic.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma. It was the internet connection that locked me out of the call. Yeah, so thank you so much to DLHS Lagos campus and Abuja campus. Well, like I particularly liked the video about saying that you are good just the way you are. You're beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to conform to any standard that is put on social media. You don't need to put yourself under unnecessary pressure, right? And please, if you have any questions in the chat box, go ahead. Our speakers are here to answer your questions. Do you have any questions for us? Please go ahead to put the questions in the chat box. So while we're expecting that, I believe that you have learned a lot today. I strongly believe you've learned a lot today. And it's important that you are more aware of how to stay safe in this digital world. It is important that you're more smart, or you're smarter in the way you use your mobile phones, in the way you reply to strangers, in the way you connect with people online. And we've seen in the campuses and schools have put for us today, they've been educating, right? You would have learned how to make strong passwords. You'd have learned about two-factor authentication, especially for WhatsApp, right? There's a two-factor authentication for WhatsApp. All right, I've gotten a question from Ibadan Grammar School. I've gotten a question from Ibadan Grammar School. Please, let's go ahead to put our questions in the comment section. Let's go ahead. So you've learned how to, do your two-factor authentication, and like Mrs. Omolola said, you are advised not to talk to strangers, not to engage them, not to even give personal or sensitive info. This question goes to Mrs. Omolola, so I'll be reading that. So Ibadan Grammar School is asking, how do we recognize fake link from an original link, right? Is she on the call?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon. Okay, so most times fake links have funny spellings. When you look at the hyperlink, that the link for the website, there will be some funny names. Like, for example, there are lots of fake links up for banks. And when you see those links, there's no HTTPS. HTTPS means you'll have a secured network, right? It's supposed to be a secured site. So HTTPS, right? You look out for that, and you look out for the spellings. Most times they put something wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be GTB and it's GTB or something. And, you know, because most times we're not paying attention to that box, right? You know, in your web browser, there's the upper part that shows the address of where you are going to. So you have to pay attention to that. Then another question is, do you clarify the address of where you're going? So it's like you want to go to somebody's house, right? You need to know the address of where you're going. You don't just go and say, oh, I know I'm going to 16 Johnson, and you don't know whether the Johnson is in Yaba or one area or the other, right? You need to know the specific place you're going to. So have the right website address for where you want to go to. Ensure that when you click on any site that is going there, you are looking at the right address, and avoid random clicking of sites. Okay, that is, you can't be too safe, but with those, you will be safe to a large extent. Thank you.
Dr. Grace, please, can you help Koinsola with her mic again, please?
Yeah, I made, okay, sorry. I think I made a co-host earlier. So, okay.
All right, thank you so much, Mar. So while we are gathering other questions from other schools, I would like to introduce the last speaker for this session, and that is Olawumi. Oh, thank you. Yeah. That's it. All right, sorry about that. So I would like to bring on Olawumi Olafumiloye. She is the president of Ibadan Grammar School Old Students Association North America and a cybersecurity professional. We want to hear from her, learn from her experience, and to hear our contribution towards how we can stay safe in this digital world. Welcome, Ma.
Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everyone. Happy International Day of the Girl Child. I'm excited to be with you today. My name is Mrs. Olawumi Olafumiloye, and as she said, I am the president of the Ibadan Grammar School All Students Association in North America. So first, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the members of ICSOSANA, that is our association in North America, for sponsoring and making it possible for us to have this program at Ibadan Grammar School today. I also want to thank our ICSOSA National President, Mr. Oladimeji Mako, and the entire NEG for their support of this program. A big thank you also to the school principal, Mr. Oladejo, and the VP Academics, Mrs. Babalola, and all the teachers and all students, especially our own STEM Director at Ixosana, Dr. Deji Ojetola, who have helped to put this program together at the school today. A special thanks also goes to Tech Girls Club and Success Way Maps Foundation, and the two speakers who spoke ahead of me, Mrs. Omolola Ezefoma and Miss Wonderful Osalo. I am very grateful for your presence here today. Girls, today you have heard from a couple of experts in the field on this very important conversation about digital safety in the modern world. Our goal today is to empower you with knowledge and strategies to navigate the digital landscape safely and confidently. I will be the first to acknowledge the significance of the digital world in your lives. I know social media is very important to a lot of you. Smartphones, the internet, they're all incredible tools for communication, for learning, and for self-expression. However, they come with challenges and risk, and protecting your online privacy is very, very crucial. So let me quickly highlight 10 important points from the speakers. They've all given you very, very good strategies on how to keep yourself safe in the digital world. So number one, strong password. Always set strong password. Make your password unique across your accounts. Don't be using the same password in all of the different accounts that you have online. Number two, enable two-factor authentication like WhatsApp. You're all using WhatsApp. Make sure you have your two-factor authentication enabled on it. Be careful about sharing your personal information like your full name, your address, your PIN, or any code sent to your phone. Whether it's online or somebody calling you on the phone to say, oh, give me that code that I just sent to your phone right now. Do not share those kinds of information with anybody. Number three, only accept friend requests from people you know in real life. On Facebook, don't accept a friend request from a friend of your friend that you don't know. Make sure these are people that you know. And also, once you've already accepted a friend request for someone and you are getting another second, another third one from the same name, you be suspicious of that and make sure that you verify before you accept their request. Number four, if you encounter cyberbullying or online harassment, don't engage. Don't engage them. Don't start talking back and saying things back to the person. Block the person and report the incident to a trusted adult or authority figure. Number five, guard your online reputation. I think that has been mentioned there. Think before you post. Remember that whatever you share online can have long-lasting consequences. Always remember that always consider how your digital presence reflects on your real-life reputation. Understand that your online actions have a digital footprint. And guess what? Universities, which is your next step after leaving secondary school, and employers, they often check social media profiles. So ensure that your digital self represents your best self. Number six, be cautious of online strangers, people you don't know, and they try to manipulate you for your personal information or for other inappropriate purposes. If someone makes you uncomfortable online, tell a trusted adult immediately. Number seven, avoid being scammed. Be very wary of suspicious emails or messages asking for your personal information, asking for money, asking for you to come and invest, asking you different questions. If you must respond, verify the sender's identity before responding. And guess what? If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true. Number eight, sexting. They've talked about this already. Never share explicit or nude photos or videos of yourself. even with someone that you trust, do not do it. Once something is online, you can hardly take it back. It just spreads like wildfire, and it's not something that you can ever have control over. Number 9, remember to take breaks from screens. Don't be on your phone 24 hours a day. Overuse of digital devices can have negative effects on your mental state, and you might just go and do something that you are not supposed to do. And it also has negative effects on your physical health. Your eyes start to get weak when you're on the screen for so many hours in the day. And finally, number 10, seek help. If you encounter any concerning online situations or feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to talk to a trusted adult, a teacher, or a counselor. You are not alone. There are resources available to help. Please ask for help. In the digital age, being informed and vigilant about online safety is very, very essential. By following the guidelines that the speakers have laid out today and staying aware of the digital landscape, you can navigate it confidently and safely. Remember, your online presence is an extension of your real self. So make it one that reflects your values and your aspirations. Stay safe, make the most of the incredible opportunities that the digital world offers. And as you are learning how to protect yourselves in this vast digital world, I cannot end this talk without talking to you about how to be a part of the solution and become a cybersecurity professional yourself. Like you have heard, I am a cybersecurity professional, and it is a very, very exciting career. Girls, it's time to break the mold and shatter the glass ceiling in the world of cybersecurity. In this digital age, cybersecurity is more important than ever. And it's not just a man's world. Don't let anybody tell you it's only, there's a boys' course, it's only boys that, no, it's not just a man's world, it's a girl's world too. Let's quickly explore the exciting field of cybersecurity and discuss a little bit about how you can become a part of it. So first of all, cybersecurity is all about protecting digital systems, protecting networks and data from unauthorized access, from damage, and from theft. It's a field that is in high demand because the digital world continues to expand. After your secondary school, you can study computer science or cybersecurity in the university. You can study courses in programming and creating applications, networking, or cloud computing. But right now, you can also start to educate yourself on various cyber threats that are out there, such as malware, viruses, hacking, phishing, and social engineering by watching freely available YouTube videos about cybersecurity. You can start doing that right now in your spare time. Instead of spending so much time on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, try to learn some things from the free YouTube videos that are available to everybody. You can learn to code also and become a secure application programmer. Another thing that I want also from you is that you should pay attention and show interest in STEM programs that maybe your alumni or your school, they are offering to you, such as STEM boot camps, Scratch, robotics. They're being offered. Show interest in these kinds of programs if you are interested in becoming a cybersecurity professional. Another one is that you should seek mentors in the field who can guide you and provide valuable insights. If you're interested, try to find people that are in the field that you can talk to. I am available. Ibadan Grammar School students, I'm available. You can reach me. And if you ask the school, they will give you my contact information. Also, don't let stereotypes or biases deter you. Don't let anybody tell, oh, girls don't do that. Oh, a girl should be this, a girl should be something else. No, don't let those deter you. Have confidence in your own abilities. You can do it. And once you get there and you are in the cybersecurity profession, ethical conduct is very essential, because you are now going to have skills that you can use to do and undo, but use your own skills responsibly, use it legally. In conclusion, girls, the world of cybersecurity is an exciting and rewarding one. It's not just about protecting systems, it's about safeguarding the digital world for everyone. Your skills and perspectives are needed, and the possibilities are limitless. With determination, hard work, and a commitment to ethical conduct, you can make a significant impact in the field of cybersecurity. Embrace the challenge, break barriers, help secure the digital future. The cybersecurity world is waiting for you. And I'll end by saying Dio e Patria, which means for God and for our fatherland. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, girls. Thank you, speakers. Thank you, teachers. Happy International Day of the Girl Child. I appreciate you all. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Olawumi. That was a very inspiring, speech, and more girls should actually get involved in being cybersecurity professionals. More girls should also get involved in tech, because the agenda is never a barrier. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we've got a whole lot of questions and some I like. So I'm just going to put the questions that I like together and give to any of the speakers to answer. So I see questions on meeting someone online. I think Mrs. Omolola really talked about that. Like when you meet someone online and the person is disturbing you, and you blocked the person and the person is on another account to disturb you, what do you do? There's also another question of, what if you meet someone online and the person has not disclosed any personal information but looks honest or appears honest? Should you go ahead with the conversation? And then there's also another question in the same vein on what if you meet someone that is pretending to be not who they are on the social media platform, and the person is also making problem, what do you do? So I think those three questions are quite intertwined. So that's why I put those three questions together so that Mrs. Omolola can just answer once and for all. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the questions. What do you do when people are stalking you online? What do you do when the person you block comes back again? I want to be sure I got the three questions correctly. Did I get the three questions correctly? What's the third one?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
All right. So first and foremost, when you're blocking a person online, there is this message that comes that says block all related accounts or accounts that look like these accounts. So block everything. Choose that option for blocking. Now, if you've done all of that and this person keeps coming back, what you still do is block. Actually, you still just have to block the person again. There are limitations to what you can do to take people out completely online. And that is why you should be intentional about how you portray yourself online. Okay, I've had times when people come into your box and say, I need money, because maybe they see you looking like a nice person online, and the person comes and says, I need money and all of that. And don't fall to that prank of giving people that you don't know money because you really, really care. Why? Because there are many fraudsters online, many imposters online. And so avoid responding to people that you don't know, especially at this age. Maybe when you're in your 20s and you are a better you have better judgment of people, you would be able to take more of those decisions of who to talk to and who not to talk to online. But at this age, it's better you keep your circle very small on the internet. It's advisable to do that and join only secured groups. There are groups that are secured, paid groups that create communities for young people your age. You are safer in such groups than just open groups that have all kinds of people from all walks of life. Okay, so it's very important that you pay attention. Don't just the same rules like you would apply in your house or in your school today, just the way you would not make friends with people that you feel that their personality does not fit yours. The same way you go online. Like I said earlier, don't let your guards down because you are online. It doesn't mean you are not reachable. You are still very reachable. You don't know where the person who says is in UK may just be at your next street. Okay, so it's important that you realize that you are coming with a good intention, but the other person is not necessarily coming with a good intention. So don't be naive online or offline. I hope that helps you to put in perspective. And I want to say, be bold. Be bold. Okay. Be bold enough to say, I can shut someone out. And there's nothing wrong with that. You need to keep yourself safe. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mom. That was very apt and very instructive, such that the girls can actually not keep being nice in court and go ahead to do some things they do not want to do. All right, I would be directing some of my questions to Mrs. Olawumi because they are about cyberbullying. Okay, all right, so about cyberbullying, if they bully you on the group chats that you're in and you report and nothing is done about it, and you left the group and they keep adding you, what should you do? That's one. And the second one is, how can you restrict yourself from an app that you are addicted to? Right. And then the third thing is, how can we make money online without doing illegal things? So those three questions I will have to direct to Mrs. Olawumi. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So the first thing about a group that you belong to, I'm guessing if this is WhatsApp, there's a setting that you can have on WhatsApp where nobody can add you to a group without your consent. So if they try to add you to a group, the WhatsApp is going to tell them that, no, you can't add this person, you can send them the link. So they will not be able to add you. So there are different social media will provide different options that you can use. Just make sure you go through all of the privacy settings and make sure you protect yourself properly so that you are not added to a group that you are not interested in. So the other one is addiction. If you are addicted to a certain application, a certain app, I think this is just about self-discipline. One of the first things that you can do is just to remove that app. Remove it from your phone or from your computer, and just try to go on to other apps that are not so addictive. Remove it, or just determine within yourself that you want to take a break from this. You want to fast, or so when we're fasting, we can decide to fast, to say, I don't want to do a particular thing. It's not only by not eating food that we fast. And so you can decide to remove that app, even if it's temporary. Remove it for a while so that your mind can be clear. And then if you think you still need it again in the future, you can come back to it and use it safely. And the last one is making money online. you have to be very careful. You want to make money online, make sure you do that on reputable sites that are known for that. Etsy, for example, is a reputable site. If you have anything that you want to sell, you can sell on Etsy, you can sell on Instagram, you can also sell on Facebook. But with all of this, you still have to be very careful. Don't let a buyer defraud you. Don't be too excited about a certain deal that somebody is going to bring, or they want to buy something from you. So just be wary, just be careful, just be suspicious of every little transaction. Don't go and give money to somebody to say, oh, you have to give money to me before I can buy this thing from you, or I'm going to transfer this money to you if you do this for me. Be very wary, be very suspicious of things like that, and make sure that on any of the online sites that you are selling, go through their policies, go through safeguards about that particular social media that you want to sell, and go through videos. There are free videos available how to safeguard yourself on all of these sites in terms of when you want to sell there, so that you are not taken advantage of. Those will be my answers. Thank you. Hello?
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. There are questions on like identity. All right. Okay, so some I'm sorry, there are questions on identity. About someone said, I'm a girl child, and she seems very close to male children. I'm directing the questions to Dr. Grace Oluwadabi. Like, she's close to the male children, and that's just the way she is, right? But every time, because they feel like, oh, she's close to a boy, it means that there's something going on between both of them. And also a question on, oh, what if I don't like being a girl and I like being a boy, right? What can you do about these things? And the third question is, at what age can a student open any social media account? I hope I can reiterate the questions if you want me to, Dr. Grace.
Yeah, especially the first one. What is the question really
like,
on
okay,
that?
She's a girl. She's a girl, but she likes being close to male children, like male folks. She likes being friends with them. She's just natural to her. But then every time other people think, oh, there's something going on and all of that. And there is one that she likes, even though she's a girl, but she likes being a boy, right? And then there is a third one on at what age can a student open any social media account?
All right, yeah. I'll try. I believe our speakers are still on the call as well, so they might be able to add one or two inputs on that. Yeah, so for the first question and the second, I think they are alike. So there is nothing, to me, yeah, I would say there's nothing wrong really in being yourself, like we said. You have to know that you're unique and you have your identity, but then there should still be a boundary. Like myself now, I'm raising 3 girls and I have a boy. So almost when we're doing hair, he's there. It's even when he's talking like a girl, because that is how those are the people he's growing with. But then we still make him to realize that you are a boy. There are identities, there are ways boys should behave and stuff like that. So for that particular girl, it's not an issue, it's not a problem. But then you must know your limits and also have the mind of not allowing, well, we're not in the church really, but don't allow another spirit to enter into you. Like, the spirit of the LGBT, you don't let that come in, so that you don't really, it doesn't become something extended to the way that you cannot control. But like Mrs. Olawumi said, the boys are there, we are doing the same courses. Maybe you're going eventually for an engineering course. You could be 1 out of 10 in the class. Definitely you have to meet with a male group. So, but then you should still know your identity, that you are unique and you are a girl. So, and the last question on issue of accounts, I think, we are in digital world, just like the speaker have said. In our own days, we don't even have access to a mobile phone, maybe until you were 7. I remember it during my service year that I was able to get a phone. But now even children in primary school, their parents give them a phone for easy communication and stuff like that. So and having social accounts also, I wouldn't say the age could be a bit I may not be able to give a particular age to it, because there's some work you have to do. Like my kids here, even in the primary school, they already set up some education accounts in which they need to review things. So if you are already in high school, which I believe most of the participants here are already in high school, we call it secondary school there. So it's okay for you to have an account. But all we have said in this forum or in this event today is that you must take responsibility for your safety. Apply all these safety measures so that you don't run into problems. So because it's a digital age, there might not really be an age in which you have to, but there are some sensitive accounts that you may not want to open until maybe particular age. Maybe you are 16 and you are mature enough to handle those. So that is what I could say on that. But like I said, our speakers are still on the call as well to add 1 or 2 things. I think Ms. Olawumi is already unmuted, so she wants to add something.
Yes, I just wanted to say that most social media, they will allow kids starting from age 13 to open an account. But I think it mostly depends on parents. As a parent, you might want to hold your child back and not allow your child to start opening social media accounts at age 13. And so that you can set boundaries for them, you can help them to know the limits that they can get to. So again, I would say, like you just said, that age 16, 17, 18 is probably better. I mean, I'm not so sure that children of nowadays can wait till age 18. But 16 probably will be more appropriate. But the social media companies will allow a 13-year-old to open an account.
Thank you, Ms. Olawumi, on that. I agree with that, because I have a 15-year-old now, and when she had a Gmail account, up till now, I'm still like a partner to that account. Everything goes through me signing in. If she's signing in on another account, I'm aware. So like you said, those are platforms, they have some restriction even with age. So she cannot bona fide owns the account until she's 16. So that's for Gmail. So I really agree with that. Thank you so much. Mrs. Omolola also have something to add to that.
Okay, yes, thank you so much. Well, I want to say a few things, and one of it is boundaries are fantastic. Boundaries are for safety, and we need to embrace them. Imagine yourself trying to come down a 5-story building through the stairs, and there is no railing, and you just have to walk down the stairs. You would not feel safe, right? you would feel like, yeah, I could fall down. You would be very careful and all of that. But with the railings, you have something to hold on to and you walk safely. Now, our parents are our boundaries. The instructions to say stay away and not to, and keep yourself for now are boundaries, and they are for your safety. So I know everybody wants to have an account, everybody wants to show off what they have and stuff like that. But then again, the question is, for what exactly? And a question I ask my young people, why do you want to post that right now? Would you be proud to have posted it 7 years later? When you think about what you did 7 years ago, would you be proud to say, I did that and I put my name on it again, right? I think that is very important, and your social media accounts will take over your personality, right? So when you're on a social media account, it reflects your personality. If you go to YouTube, for example, and YouTube is suggesting videos to you, the kind of videos YouTube suggests to you tells your personality. It tells the kind of choices you've been making. And like we said, you are going to have to take responsibility now. And so when you go online, you ask yourself, do I really need to go online? Is this really helping me? Is it adding to me, right? There are opportunities there also. You could actually have an account for researching and doing stuff like that. Yeah, so you do the evaluation. Do you need to be online? Are your grades good, right? How is your activity online affecting your life right now? Tell yourself the truth, right? Is your self-esteem building up? Or are you still trying to do so much to look so nice or accept yourself? Do you look into the mirror and feel great about yourself? If you don't, it means that there are things that needs to be dealt with. You need to speak to your parents, speak to your counselors, so that when you go online, you can be yourself without being intimidated into being other people. Okay, then about wanting to be a boy, the question is, why do you want to be a boy? Can you try to be quiet and forget everything you've ever watched online and just really ask yourself, do you really want to be a boy, right? You don't like your shape? Are you saying you don't like the beautiful women you're seeing around you? You don't want to be part of us, right? You know, I think you should ask yourself deeper questions. Are you sure that it is not the effect of the suggestions of media that you have been consuming? Okay, some of us are not girly. I'm not girly. Some of this look right here is for you. I'm not a person that likes to be like a typical girl on a normal day, and it's fine, right? So the fact that you don't want to be girly doesn't mean you want to be a boy, because you're really not a boy. You have the sex organs that already tell you that you're not a boy. So I think it's about being more comfortable in your skin and in your difference. And yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much. I hope this helps.
Thank you so much to our speakers. Thank you so much, moms. We are definitely grateful for having you on this call with us. Thank you, officer at Creative Food Concept. We are grateful for your contribution. Thank you so much, Mrs. Olaomi, a great cybersecurity professional. I will look forward to more girls in cybersecurity, by the way. And thank you so much, Dr. Grace, the founder of Success Waymarks Foundation. Thank you for hosting us, Ibadan Grammar School. We really appreciate this. And happy International Day of the Girl Child to every girl on this call. Thank you so much for being amazing. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, and nothing can stop that. So thank you so much for being with us on this call till this time. And right about now, we'll be saying a goodbye. So